Having a touchscreen computer has changed my life.
In a good way?
Yes.
Oh. I never know.
That was a good cold open, I think.
Yeah.
Hi, Jillian Benzavali.
Hi, Patrick Hines.
How's it going, girl?
It's going well. I meant to tell you this. I added a new Zelle person that I was paying, and as I went to pay them, a little notification popped up that was like, beware of romance scams. Do you really know this person? But it actually said romance scam.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Zelle, you're doing the good work.
I know. But you know those people would be like, no, it's not. He's really on an oil rig, and he loves me, and he's super real.
His face is 3 times the size of his head, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I like that about him.
But I do. It's my favorite thing.
Stop judging Zelle.
Thank you. What are we supposed to tell them about today before we get to it?
The Patreon and the YouTube channel.
All right, you take the Patreon.
Okay, we have a Patreon. We have a bunch of stuff on there. We have ad-free versions of these episodes. We also do like the series, right?
Yeah.
So we do, what would we just do? We just did Amy Bradley. We're doing Mr. and Mrs. Murder.
Did we ever.
We did. We did the hell out of it.
We really did the hell out of it.
I think we did the hell out of it more than Netflix did.
We felt it so deeply.
I just hated the documentary, and there was so much in there that was like, what? I felt crazy.
You know what it made me sad about is that it made me realize that some documentaries are bad. Like, it really...
Welcome.
I know. And it really made me like, oh, we can't just trust them because they're made.
No.
I know.
Not a single statistic in that
I told you
thing.
about how it's like my first go at this planet,
It
right?
is.
That some people are old souls.
You're brand new.
Brand new. I love it here, though.
Yeah, it's fun.
I was supposed to tell them about the YouTube?
Sure.
Fam, we're up to over 70,000 subscribers.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's been like 3 months.
We were just at 50.
I know.
Hi, everybody.
Our poop cruise has like 50,000 views. Y'all are doing it. Our friend Bradley in New Orleans, he also only watches now. He doesn't even listen anymore.
Really?
I know. It's so fun.
Wow.
So if you're liking the YouTube, keep doing it. If you are never going to watch us on YouTube, go subscribe anyway. I'm being serious.
Okay, sure.
Please do.
Just
because
solid.
the more subscribers we get, the more the algorithm shows it to people, the more we grow this community, and I like that.
Okay, great.
So a True Crime Obsessed podcast on the Tube of Yube.
Okay, great. Yube?
I just made that up.
Tube of Yube. I like it.
It's the Tube of Yube.
I like it.
It's the Disky. It's the
I
Tube
can do
of
it.
Yube. Okay.
I can get into that, I think.
All right, what are we talking about today?
We are doing Manhunt. You know that series Manhunt? We did another one of these. Manhunt, the murder of Emily Longley.
I wanted to say this, number one, this documentary is very good.
Yes.
Number two, it opens with Emily. Oh, I'm going to sob. It opens with Emily's dad talking about the first time he ever held her.
They gave it to me to hold, and I held her in my arm, and her head was in my palm, and her feet were in the kind of crook of my elbow. Emily opened her eyes slowly, and we just sat there staring at each other. I just felt this love that I'd never felt for anything before.
Now, every parent remembers this. Now, my kid came to me through foster care, and it was a very harried moment.
Yeah.
And I remember holding her for the first time and knowing I was supposed to feel overwhelming feelings of love.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was like, I don't know how to feed this thing.
Right, I
Like,
have to keep it alive.
I was the love came soon thereafter, but the first moments of seeing her and holding her was like,
Right.
Steve's not here. I don't know what to do.
What if she dies?
What,
I
truly,
need
like,
to like.
how do you? What do you, now? Like
Yeah.
the lady who brought her left, and I was like, and Daisy knows this, and she teases me about it.
Oh my God.
She's like, Daddy, you didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Can I tell you a sweet story?
Please.
My dad, when he held me in the hospital, the nurse came up to him and said that she could see his smile through his mask.
Now I'm gonna sob.
Isn't that really sweet?
Hell.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, it's so interesting that babies are brought into people's lives in different ways. Like,
I know.
I didn't know my baby was coming until like 30 minutes
There
before I
was a
got there.
snowstorm. My dad almost didn't make it. It was like, that story is like crazy.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
My mom was like, I wonder, like, where is he? That was like, there was no cell phone. She was like, is it just going to be me and you here? Like before I gave birth?
Your
Yeah.
dad also smiles with his whole body. I've
does.
only met him a handful of times, but I can feel it. He came to our Broadway show, and
Yeah.
I hadn't even met him yet. I could feel his smile from the audience.
Yeah, he's a beamer.
Yes.
You know, he beams. But also, could that be a line that she says to everyone that maybe? It's a great
No,
line.
she never said it before or ever again.
It's a very sweet line that like is the stuff that like stories are made, you know, like that's
Totally.
something that he was going to keep with him. But I think it was real.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Well, we're in Bournemouth on May 7th, 2011. We hear the calmest 911 call I've ever heard. And at first I'm like, is this a British thing because they're so posh and calm?
Yeah, so it's instead of like we have 911 here, they have 999 there.
Yeah.
They do it a little differently across the pond, let me tell you. She's like, tell me what's happened then.
Just tell me what's happened there. No reason for the call.
My son's friend is staying with us. This morning, I tried to wake both of them up, but the girl didn't wake up. We tried to wake her up. I don't know what it is.
Right, now, is she breathing?
No, I don't think she is.
I need you to pull back the...
We have dispatchers that are so bad that there are classes taught on what not to do. That Susan Powell, remember?
Yes.
They teach that, like, what not to do.
Yes.
You know, I was like, well, they do it differently over there.
I mean,
wow.
this lady is describing that her son's friend stayed over the night before, and they have gone into the room, and she's not breathing, and there's no sense of urgency from
Zero.
the dispatcher. Different story. She's definitely like trying to get this lady to tell her what's going. She's like pulling the story out of her.
There's zero urgency, and the dispatcher says like,
anything round her neck?
Anything around her neck? Oh, that's necklace. No, she's got a necklace very tight.
Very tight round her neck?
Yeah.
How tight?
Very, very tight.
oh, look at that, a necklace.
Right, a very tight necklace.
It's a tight necklace. And then now, like, the ambulance shows up while the phone call is happening, and the dispatcher is like, you need to take that necklace off of her now. Someone else can answer the door. Like, you are telling me there's a tight necklace around her neck? And she's like, now, do it now. Like, take it off now. And she goes, can you send, like, one of the useless men that lives in your home? Like, they can open a door, can't they?
And this will all make sense later, but in the moment, you're like, why doesn't this woman care?
Rip that necklace off of her.
Off her.
Like, it's so, like, the lack of urgency. And immediately I'm like, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. So Neil Devoto is the senior investigating officer, and he tells us a little bit about Emily Longley. She was 17 years old. We'll get into how awesome she is in a second, but these are sort of like the facts of what is happening right now. She was 17 years old. She was found dead in her boyfriend's bed. Her boyfriend is named Elliot Turner. He's 19 years old. He looks at least 47.
Yeah, at least. I mean, this boy looks like he is evil from within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he also looks, I'm like, he's 19. Is part of this that he's a scammer, that he's actually 45?
We've been burned, girl. They're murderers and scammers all at once.
That photo, I was like, 19?
That guy knows where the Gardner art is, if anybody does.
Oh my God, I hate him.
I know.
40, he looks 47.
So Neil tells us that he arrived at the home at 12 noon, and by the time he got there, all of the occupants of the house had been removed. So he's got the crime scene to himself.
And the crime scene, he says the crime scene itself was the small bedroom. He says it's not a typical murder scene.
The place was immaculate, and there was no sign of disturbance in the room. In the middle of the bedroom was a double bed, and on the double bed lay Emily Longley, dressed in denim shorts and a denim top. There was no trauma to her body.
There's no trauma to Emily's body, but there was a mark on her neck, quote, consistent with a necklace being too tight.
Yeah, and then he says, apart from that, she was presented immaculately.
However, the boyfriend, though, did have, quote, some nicks on his arm and a slight bruise on his side. And I'm like, what's his explanation for this? Because it looks like signs of a fight to me.
Because they say there was no obvious pieces of evidence. And I wrote, Elliot's, quote, obvious defensive wounds aren't obvious pieces of evidence.
Yeah, I was like, this looks like a fight.
100%. Like,
right?
It is, when we get more into it, I'm still a little bit confused as to what they decide happened here, because Emily does not look battered in any way.
Except for, they planted the seeds about the necklace. So like, oh, this necklace is too tight. And so now they're telling us that there's like a mark on her neck consistent with a tight necklace. And because the mom planted that seed on the phone call, I think they're saying like, oh, but like...
See, you're tying it all together for me, girl.
But
Thank you.
I'm thinking, so the story that the family wants us to believe right away is that she like got her necklace tangled in her sleep, I guess.
Right.
And it got really tight around her neck and then she just stopped breathing. But it's like, well, I thought the body just naturally sort of like reacts. Like, wouldn't she have woken up the boyfriend if that was the case?
This family is making a lot of assumptions about how dumb everybody is.
Well, they're fucking idiots.
And these are people flying by the seat of their pants.
I feel very smart compared to these losers.
Well, you're very smart in general.
Oh, I'm not
you
at all.
You should feel like a genius compared to these people.
No.
I feel very smart compared to these people.
Oh my God, no. But the boyfriend does say, like, they went out, they were drinking, they had a fight, the fight got physical.
And at one stage, he had made contact with her neck.
He says he didn't mean to hurt her. I never meant to harm her. I had just defended myself. He said she was kicking and screaming, and he just pushed her on the neck to get her off.
he made contact with her neck. And I'm like, okay, well, already your story's getting more interesting, you asshole, because I thought it was a too tight necklace, and now you're admitting you made contact with her neck?
And also, I was like, do you mean to say you punched her in the neck? What? Like, don't say you made contact with her neck.
Because this Dave O'Grady guy, he's the lead interviewing officer, the boyfriend tells him, I pushed her by the neck to get her off of me. Like, can you just...
Drita of it all.
Seriously, Karen, get up.
Don't you, Karen, get up me in the middle of an episode.
Get up, Karen. I can't remember. I don't know what it is. Is it Get Up, Karen? Or I think it's Get Up, Karen.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, Get Up,
I think
Karen.
so.
Look, Drita's calm and normal until she isn't.
I know that violence is never the answer, but yes, it is.
This is Mob Wives, fam.
My
Oh my
favorite
God.
Drita moments, which I know. But
she wants to carry a wrench around and beat people in the neck with it when she has to.
Like, she can't handle it.
I know.
It's too much.
It's too much.
But like, just visualize what that is for a second, dear listener at home, to push someone by the neck to get them off of you. Like, just think about that.
Because he's saying he was defending himself in this moment. She was crazy. She was hitting him. She was screaming. And he had to push her away by the neck.
By her neck?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it get someone away from you if you use both hands and push them by their shoulders?
Yeah.
Like, one hand on the neck doesn't seem like it's doing much good. This story's full of
I'm like,
bullshit.
it's almost as if this story isn't what happened.
Right, it doesn't happen. But like, what a weird excuse, like with your hand and like, just take your two hands and push them away. Or like, that just doesn't feel like a defensive move.
It's the kind of thing where like, when you commit a murder because you're a crazy, insane person, and then you have to figure out later how to explain away what you did.
He's like backtracking.
Yeah, and like none of this, like this is why we don't murder people. You're never going to get away with it. That's not the only reason
This is
why we
like
don't
one of the
murder
many
people.
zillions of reasons.
One of the many zillions of reasons.
But also like, yes, this is a very clear reason in this instance.
Right, like
what?
you're never going to make up a story that makes sense. That almost never works.
Because then he's like, oh, we had a fight that was so bad that I'm pushing her away from me by her neck, but then we made up.
Elliot had said that Emily was okay after this, and in fact he went and got her some water, and that they then went to bed together, and it wasn't until the morning that he discovered that she was deceased.
Emily was just laying there and she wasn't alive anymore. I don't buy it.
And
Why
neither
would
should
you?
anybody. Exactly.
The cops are like,
Right, exactly.
Sure, Jan.
But the only thing the cops will say is that there aren't really any like injuries apparent on the body. And that like the tight necklace story makes a little bit of sense because like you said, she's got that mark because they planted the seed.
Right. So, but they're kind of like, this doesn't really make sense, but they kind of have to use what they have right now, and
Yes.
it's not much, I guess is the point, right?
And thank God they say Elliot being the last person to see her is taken into custody. I was like, thank fucking God.
And they're like, it's very clear he knows more than what he's saying.
Yeah.
So they're like, get him in. But they haul him downtown or whatever they call it, across the pond.
Right. It's probably something very nice.
Probably.
They put him in his room.
Because what they end up getting charged with is very fancy sounding.
Oh my God.
And
I
we'll
know.
get to it. I don't want to spoil it.
No.
It's not a spoiler. This is horrible. I'm just saying. It was very like, again, they do things a little differently over there.
And I was just there. They are a very kind people. I gotta
really
tell
like
you.
London a lot.
I really like London a lot too.
Yeah, I like it
I
there.
discovered a place called the Artist Walk. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on the Thames.
Cool.
I had a very nice time there.
That's really nice. I
yeah,
like London.
me
The
too.
weather's my vibe. I love it. So,
But I just wanted to say, they describe putting him in his cell and how much he hated it, and it just made me so happy.
he was not expecting that.
No.
This is a really rich kid.
Yes.
And he's been once you learn about his mother, you'll see how he was brought up.
It's been a minute since you said it like
he
that.
could do no wrong.
I know. Oh my
in her
God.
eyes. So like he's rich.
Yes.
He is entitled. We don't diagnose people, but like a fucking psychopath.
No
and
question.
So he's been encouraged by his mother his whole life. So
Yes.
he was not expecting to be thrown in a cell to like think about what he's done.
Literally, he's never been sent to his room.
Now
Not
go
once
sit
in
in
his
the
life.
corner and think about what you did.
Exactly.
And he's like, but wait a second, what?
But
With other criminal?
He's also the kind of kid who's been brought up to believe that he can get away with anything.
So they have this asshole in custody. The cops have 24 hours to charge him, or they have to let him go.
Which I like this policy. Is that a thing we can do here? Can you hold him for 24 hours before you
I don't know the official policy. I know that they will lie about it.
Yeah.
Legally, like cops are allowed to lie to you. I think they can find ways to sort of extend that. I don't think I could be totally wrong. I don't think it's a hard and fast rule like it is here.
Yeah. This
I
seems
would
like a good
venture.
rule. I like it. You got 24 hours, figure it out, or you got to let him go.
Yeah.
You know?
And then like that doesn't mean like, and then it's over. You
No.
can go get him later.
You got 24 hours to prove your case.
But if you're going to bring him in,
Yeah.
you have like the clock starts ticking.
Yes.
So let's talk about Emily and how awesome she was.
Dad Mark just says, this was my favorite thing. He says,
Emily was just a kind of game on little girl. I just kind of strapped myself in and went along for the ride.
It was always an adventure with Emily.
Yes.
And her sister Hannah is here too. So at 18 months old, Emily is diagnosed with a form of osteoporosis.
Like, Jesus Christ.
She also had eczema and she had asthma and she had a lot of food intolerances. So she was like always in and out of the hospital as a kid.
She cannot catch a break, this kid.
And so, but Hannah, her sister's like, yeah, she kind of like didn't care about those health issues. Like she would do what she wanted and deal with the consequences after the fact. Like, I don't know what her food allergies were, but like.
Say it's like me and lactose.
Yes. I know a lot of people who are lactose intolerant who are like, I want the pizza.
I'm gonna not
I'll deal
have
with it later.
Yes. That's a 2 hours from now problem.
Is there something you can take to make it better? Like to pop something and then have the pizza?
The problem is that if you're lactose, you're probably also gluten. Like, it's all wrapped. You can either eat delicious food or you can't. And I'm pretty much a you can't, but do anyway.
But isn't there something you can take beforehand?
There's like a lactate. But it's never just one thing. You know what I mean? As we get older, it doesn't get easier.
It's
body is
it's important to me that if people want pizza, they can have it.
I couldn't agree more.
I can't like live in a world where like someone wants pizza and their body is refusing to let them have it. That feels wildly unfair.
I will just say that the Domino's gluten-free pizza is delicious.
It's cardboard.
Oh, no.
I tried it once because I thought I had to go gluten-free. I don't know what was going on.
I can't live like
but
this.
But I tried it and I was like, I want Domino. But like Domino, it still has to, it's fake pizza. Like it's still got to be good. And
I know.
I took one bite and Mike was like, it's bad, huh? Then I tried like because we have our Sunday bagel routine and I tried a gluten-free bagel and he's like, I could tell by your face.
I was like, never
again.
I know.
It's got to be another issue.
Anything but this.
I'm going to will it to be another issue. I don't even know what it was. I think I was just having a bad week.
It could be that.
I don't know what happened, but like, I want to hear from the people who found like the good hacks.
Oh, yeah.
If they want to have like the gluten-free.
Mike
that's the other
Jensen
thing.
knows. He's got the whole thing down.
I want you to have the perfect New York bagel. I want you to have the pizza. Like I have to think that we live in a world where if someone wants pizza,
they can have
they're having it.
I'm with you.
I can't do it.
No.
There's too much happening.
I agree.
I can't like go to bed. I can't add that to the intrusive thought of like, they can't have pizza. Oh my God. They can't have pizza?
Your poor little New York heart.
I can't do it.
I know.
Have the bagel.
Yeah.
For God's sake. With the cream cheese on it.
Oh, everything with the cream cheese.
Oh my God.
Emily's family decides they've got to move to New Zealand. They decide that it's not the food, it's England is the problem, and they get the hell out.
Well, yeah, they moved for Emily.
It was really because of Emily that we moved over here. One specialist said the best thing you can do for her probably is move out of London and go to a kind of greener, more outdoor environment.
A greener and more outdoor environment would be better for Emily. And it's a really big move. And Hannah, her sister, was kind of pissed.
Yeah, I mean, Hannah really was homesick. She missed the grandparents. She missed all their friends. I didn't realize how far New Zealand was from England. I also didn't realize that New Zealand wasn't just like beautiful and sunny all year round.
No, I think that's Greenland.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but they like
talking out of my butt. I have no idea. I'm guessing.
They described the winter as like dark and cold. I was like, don't do that to me, New Zealand.
I'm like, say more.
I know.
Or say less. I'm on my way.
You can't go.
You had me.
Here. But you know, the family, the dad loves it. Everybody kind of really likes it. The dad describes Emily now. This I did not like. At the age of like 15, Emily's sneaking out to go clubbing in Auckland.
Well, because when she was 14, I remember, like, I get it, Hannah. Like, she was 13 years old when she was like ripped away from her friends and family. Like, I understand why she was homesick. But when Emily was 14, her parents separated. And so she's really struggling with this. They're in a new place. And so she's like acting out and rebelling and like sneaking out of the house and going clubbing.
Now, we don't get a lot of information about the mom. The mom is not here for the documentary, but it does seem like she has a relationship with the daughters, but it also seems like the daughters were living primarily with their dad.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it.
I'm guessing, but all I know is that the dad basically says she was 15 and I couldn't stop her. I was like, excuse me, Dad.
I know.
He's like, unless I were to lay down in front of the car. I'm like, well, get ready, Daisy, because if you think you're sneaking out of my house at 15 in New York City, you got another thing coming.
I'm sure there was some guilt there, where it was like, he made the move.
Yeah, I guess that's...
And then I'm sure maybe he felt bad about the separation or whatever.
It just doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, I don't think it's very safe.
15 and clubbing? In Auckland?
Yeah.
Did you sneak out and go clubbing?
I didn't sneak out, but we went to, we had our fake IDs and stuff, but I never snuck out.
It's one
I never
thing,
had to.
I was going to say, like, if Daisy asked me, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But, like, Daisy, if we say it's bedtime and you try to sneak out your window, thank God we live on the 4th floor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a little different in New York
here.
City apartment.
Yeah. And the doorman will rat her out.
Yeah. I mean, but I wonder what the protocol is there. Like, how far into your personal life should a doorman be getting?
Oh, the doormen are all up in our personal life. In our
Really?
oh,
That
yeah.
can't be right.
I mean, we love them.
Mind your
And
business.
it's a super small building, and they're like non-union. So they're just like, I love unions, but these guys are non-union, and they're fun and easygoing. And they literally let themselves into our apartment till like we were gone for a couple days, and our home chef came, and like they just like let themselves into our apartment and put it away for us.
But you said that that's allowed.
They didn't ask. They just did it because they were like, we didn't want it to go bad. I was like, okay, thanks, guys.
Okay, great. If you like it,
Yeah.
hooray.
It's fine.
So it's 2010. Emily wants to go to college back in England.
Well, and she kind of does this behind her dad's back. Like, they're going on a holiday trip, and she gets there before her dad. She goes to this college to do an interview. The dad shows up, and she's like, I got accepted, and I'm going.
Well, I think it was kind of like she wanted her old life back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be living with her grandparents. Even though she's going to be really far away from her dad and her sister, she's going to be living with her grandparents. So her dad's happy about that part at least, right?
Yes.
It was still a really hard thing for him. But Hannah, her sister, is heartbroken and
Yes.
she's angry and she's resentful because she's like, wait, I want to go back and be with my friends and family too.
Because like at the end of the day, girl, we came for you.
Yeah.
She's like, I can eat cheese. I can eat pizza.
Like, I can do whatever the hell I want.
yeah, I don't
whatever.
have any of that eczema, Emily.
Allergies or whatever. So
Yeah.
she was like pissed that Emily got to do all these things that like Hannah was really struggling with.
And I'm kind of like, wait, their whole family lives in England, and I'm sure there are reasons, but I'm like, well, if Emily doesn't need to be there anymore, can't everybody just go back?
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
it's like, how many times can you uproot your life, I guess?
know. And the dad, they're probably all working or whatever.
Right.
But I'm just like, oh my, Emily, they did that for you, girl.
Yeah. So it's 2010. Emily's living with her grandparents.
She got a job at Topshop, which she really enjoyed. She was doing business at Brockenhurst. She was really blossoming. She was enjoying it.
She is thriving. She is blossoming. And here comes this fucking loser to come and ruin it right on cue. That train is never late.
Never late. I know how old I am by the fact that I don't understand what Topshop is.
It's just a store.
It's just like a hat store.
It's a clothing store.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a hat store.
No.
I thought it was like the top was the hats.
No.
It isn't?
Is that what a haberdashery is?
Yes.
That's what that word is?
Do you
That's a
think-
hat store? Like a specific, like a really like old-timey, like custom, like bespoke hat store?
There's a haberdashery down on Bleecker Street that I go to sometimes. It's so cool.
Yeah.
You love it.
Do they have like old hats
It's
there?
all old-timey like hats and like pocket squares and
Oh,
shit.
that's
It's
cool.
so great.
That's cool.
At least I didn't think Topshop was a store exclusively for homosexual tops.
No.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. I see where you were going.
Yeah.
It could be. I think it's just like a store. I think it's like an H&M.
I think a more useful in that situation would be a bottom shop. I feel like they need more things.
Why is that?
I don't know. There's a lot of work that goes into being a bottom, apparently.
I could understand that.
Okay.
Say no more.
There's a lot of products that I feel like are used.
Yes, I would agree
There
with
should
that.
be one store where they can go and get them.
I think there is.
You're probably right.
I'd go down to like 8th Street if you're in the market for that kind of thing.
Yes.
So this loser comes along and the relationship gets very serious very quickly. They're like already going away for the weekend together. She's 17 years old. He's 19.
Mark, the dad who I love, I'm totally on his side, but he's like, approves this trip.
My mother said this guy was kind of on the scene and he seemed to be quite charming, quite responsible. I kind of asked Emily about him and she wasn't too forthcoming. He was just a guy she was seeing. And then my mother asked me if I was okay if they went away for the weekend together. And so I said, fine.
And he says yes.
Yeah.
Over my dead
But
body.
she's going to do it anyway. That's the type of person she was. She was just going to do it.
Because you raised her. You told her it was okay to go clubbing at 15.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just she. I mean, we heard from her family, like she was an adventurous person. And I
Yeah.
think it's kind of like, well, you know where she, like, would you rather her tell you and have some details or not tell you anything at all? And then you're in the dark.
Those are the dynamics you negotiate forever as a parent. That's true. That's real.
I think it's sort of like they got to pick their battles here a little bit. If a 17-year-old girl wants to be with her shitty boyfriend, she's going to do it.
Oh, your eyes are telling me that you know of what you speak.
Like, it's a bad scene, man.
I know.
It's a bad scene, but it's just, I think it's like the truth.
And it's crazy coming out of your mouth because you're you're just a good person who wouldn't want to do anything to like break your parents' hearts. So if you're saying it, it must be true.
It's never it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's business. You know what I mean? It's our shitty fucking business when we're 17 and we think that it's the biggest deal in the world.
It's not personal. It's business.
It's
You're
business, you know?
Oh, man.
Straight out of The Godfather, but it applies to this.
Yeah.
So it's April 2011. Emily went back to New Zealand for Easter and her dad is like, she came back and like...
Oh my God, the transformation was incredible. She had left a gawky teenager and come back a young woman. She was happy, she was confident.
Emily had grown up in some ways and, you know, kind of emotionally matured.
Everyone's so happy. Everyone's getting along. And the icing on the cake is that Emily was going to dump that loser.
Yes.
And she didn't really say why. And I'm like, well, she's 17 and thriving. Say no more, Emily. I get it. You want to live your life.
Even Hannah is like, when she came back, like she was like a grown-up now, but in a cool way where like she would go out with her friends and she'd come home and we would like chat and we'd like talk. She also, we see so many pictures of her from this time and like she is just like stunningly beautiful. Like she's figured out like her look and like she likes clothes and she likes makeup and like we saw pictures of her when she was like a younger kid and now she looks like a woman now.
And she's still, 17 years old, but she knows enough to be like, oh, plenty of fish in the sea. This guy, I can dump his ass and I'm going to be thriving. Like she's kind of very self-aware that like she's got her whole world ahead of her.
And Mark, the dad, describes that on that trip, this was just like such a dad moment that I was like, oh my God. He says on that Easter trip when she was back, he was walking on the beach with his two daughters and he remembers getting ahead of them and turning around and looking at them and just being like, everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Everything is perfect right here.
It was great. And so like when Emily goes back to England, it was really bittersweet. Like they're sad to see her go, but they're thrilled that she's doing so great.
Yeah.
But Emily, like these sweet moments, because this is the last time they saw her. So they're Hannah tells the story about Emily, like just being the coolest older sister ever and be like, oh, can you keep an eye on my favorite coat for me and like wear it and like keep it safe until I get back? It's just, it made Hannah feel like on top of the world. It was like a really sweet thing.
And the dad explains that like when she got back to London, she texted him and was like, it was great to see you. I love you. And that was their last communication.
Right.
I was saying to you before we started, like I give Mark so much credit for doing this because telling these stories is so important.
And Hannah too, like that her family is like here together to
I just don't think I could do it. Like if this happened to me, and by me, I mean, if this happened to Daisy and I lived to tell the tale, I just can't imagine it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of time has passed and I'm grateful that they're telling us her story, but I just know that moment of like, wow, you look at this thing and you're like, everything is perfect. Everything I wanted for my kids is happening now. And oh my God.
Yeah.
And like, that's the transition music in the documentary.
Yeah.
Because like now we're going to get the sad tale.
Right. So it's May 8th, 2011. Hannah is woken up.
And I woke up and I just remember thinking like, what is that noise? And so I came out of my room and went into the lounge and it was my mum screaming. Just this most like gut-wrenching horror scream I'd ever heard in my life.
Like the worst scream you can imagine.
And you can hear it. Like as she's describing it, you can
feel it. Like you can hear it. Like in your bones, you can feel it. And because the family has gotten the worst phone call in the world that Emily is no longer alive.
And Mark describes waking up to like a ton of missed calls from his mother. He calls his ex-wife, Emily's mother. Then he calls his mom to get the news, but he's getting Mark just can't get the information.
And like, you can never believe it. It's always shocking, but it's like, she was just home a week ago.
Yes.
Like, she's 17 years old. She's healthy. Like, what happened?
Yes.
Like, they just can't believe. And again, when you just saw them, like, she was just here and everything was great. What do you mean?
And Mark says at first they just thought it was like a horrible tragedy. He says he actually felt bad for Elliot, the boyfriend. Like, the idea of waking up next to your girlfriend who's died overnight, like this girl that you love, you know?
Of course.
And he says like it could have been a heart attack. It could have been a cancer we didn't know about. Maybe she took some kind of drug the night before.
They're just like grasping at straws. And so we get this on-screen text that says, with no obvious cause of death, detectives search for evidence to indicate how Emily died. So let's go through the investigation a little bit.
Yeah.
The crime scene, they're collecting DNA and fibers, phones, computers, the bed linens, like they're just grabbing everything. They want to look into the relationship. What was it like between these two people? They're talking to witnesses, like talking to people who knew them. Also the mother.
Yes.
Who called the cops in the first place. And Emily's dad is saying this thing that we hear so often where it's like,
when someone dies, you're absolutely devastated, but no one else knows about it. And so I was thinking, why are all these people going about their business like nothing's happened? Do they not understand what's happened?
Who's this idiot crossing the street? Like, don't they know what happened? Like, how could someone live when I am going through this?
Because he's got to get there. He's got to fly from New Zealand to London, and they're at the airport. He says they stop for gas.
Yeah.
And on the cover of the newspaper is the picture of his murdered daughter.
Oh, my God.
And he says he almost threw, like, that I cannot imagine. And, like, as we know, like, missing white woman syndrome, she looks like Gabby Petito. Like, she is exactly who is going to be on the cover of all of the newspapers.
Yeah. So the cops learn right away that this loser, quote, had a dark side to him. And
Yes.
all of Emily's friends say that their relationship was toxic. Also, this is a good time to note, they were only together 4 months.
That was so shocking to me.
But this happens fast.
4 months. And she was going to break up with him.
She was going to break up with him. But this happens fast.
Yeah.
And especially when this guy was like extremely jealous. Everyone else is happy for Emily. This guy isn't. Of course he's not. He has to ruin everything. Like Emily was posting about seeing her friends and family. Remember when he's jealous and she's like home in London with all of her friends and posting, all he sees is like she's having fun without him.
Yes.
She's doing great without him.
With
Instead
other
of being
guys.
like, wow, look at my girlfriend who I love having fun with her friends. Like it's never that.
No, and I actually sat there trying to put myself in that mindset of like looking at this girl or this person that I love, watching them having fun and being so rageful instead of happy
It's
for
just
her.
it's insecurity,
Yes.
you know?
Yes, and it's like, where does obviously the parents are fucking garbage and we will get to them, but how are these monsters made?
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I think there was probably something in him already that was just completely like supported by his mother.
Yes.
I mean, we see it clearly because he's so honest about it in this odd way. Like we hear this voicemail, we'll hear another one later, but we hear a voicemail like this loser told his friend about his jealousy, but of course is making it Emily's fault.
It's just not on, mate. It's just like, oh yeah, do you love me? Well, fucking show it. Show it what you do. I fucking show it. Just being an arsehole. It's just so disrespectful.
The second time I watched this, it struck me how angry he sounds in these voicemails.
Like,
they are scary.
They're terrifying. And he's leaving voicemails. Like he's just saying it to all of these people. It's like, bro, she's 17 years old. It's been 3 months. Calm down.
And also, like, and the dad is going to say this in the end, but like, we just need to say it as much as we can. Men, when you have a man friend who's acting like this, fucking step up and say something. You got to call them out.
You got to do
You
something.
got to let the girlfriend know she's in danger. Call the fucking family. Men, your friends will be honest with you to a point of being terrifying. And when you hear your friend being terrifying, you need to warn the people in their lives.
Yeah. And this one, I could see like plausible deniability. Like he's just bitching about her. But there's one later where it's like,
no, yes,
you should have done something.
Yes.
So this boyfriend.
Witnesses described Elliot as a flash, cash-rich kid who modelled himself on being a gangster. He had received a warning for harassment when he was 16.
Modeled himself on being a gangster. Like, shut up. Like, when I
Nothing
heard
is
that,
so boring to me as modeling yourself as a gangster.
I was like, grow
I know.
up. And it made me think of, there's this great scene in Big Love that I love. Barb, Jean Triplehorn, who's like the best.
Yeah.
Her sister like can't handle the fact that she's a polygamist now. So her sister is like a real obnoxious asshole about everything.
Wait, I'm on the sister's side.
I know, but she's an asshole.
Okay.
The
Who
sister
plays the
sucks.
sister, do you know?
I don't know. But she's like, the actor is great. But the character, like you're not supposed to like her because she's like mean to Barb.
Okay.
But Margine.
Don't be mean to Barb.
I know, don't be mean to Barb. Barb has gone through it. Like,
really?
Oh my God, don't be mean to her.
Okay.
So, but Margine is like the youngest one and she's very immature. So Margine, like the youngest wife, calls Barb's sister to be like, we're a family and like, you have to love, like she like totally out of bounds, right? But the sister, the way she says it, she goes, grow up and never, ever call my house again. And when I, like, the grow up, when I said it, was in Barb's sister's voice. Because in that moment, I'm like, she ate with that.
Yes.
But I, like, we don't like the sister in general, like, and whether she does horrible things to Barb, but like, grow up. Like, grow
up. Grow up.
You look like you're 47.
I know, and they say that he's a leader among his friend group. They say like, these are the kind of guys that go out to the bars like they fucking own the place. This is where the drinking age is 18.
He's 19 years old.
I know, these like young kids at bars. Like as a bartender for fucking 15 years, like people like this are the entitled young men are the absolute worst.
Nobody thinks it's cool.
No.
So stop it.
The girls don't like it.
No. And so we don't hear anything else about this, but at 16 years old, he received a warning for harassment, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So this boyfriend is a typical abuser, right? Like he's trying to isolate Emily. He's verbally abusing her. He's super jealous. He's bullying her.
Emily would say, I'm out with my friends. He'd then go and sit in the car park crying. So Emily would then, of course, feel sorry for him and go out there, and she'd eventually end up leaving with him. Turner exploited this. Emily wouldn't have liked to see anyone upset.
and sit outside crying to get her to come out and make her night about him.
And the dad calls it out. He's like, he was able to exploit this in my daughter because my daughter wouldn't want anybody to be sad. And I totally understand when like people aren't trained to realize they're being abused necessarily.
Loser.
You know what I mean?
What a loser.
I know. And when you're just like a good, kind person and like this person who's nice to you sometimes, who you love sometimes, is now in the parking lot crying, of course you want to, like, as any good, nice person would.
And he's also not going to leave you alone. Like,
No.
you have to deal with it.
Because it's
In that
stalking
moment, you're
behavior.
like,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? He's like, he's following you around. He's stalking you online when you're not with him. Like, I do think that we need to, and we talk to Daisy about this stuff all the time. We do talk to her about this kind of behavior.
Yeah.
And that this will not be tolerated. This is not the kind of thing that is okay.
No.
No.
And Hannah, her sister, is like, yeah, well, that, and it was also very violent. Like, he was also really aggressive. And Hannah knew this. And he was threatening Emily. And Emily documented this.
Yes.
She wrote him a letter after their first trip away together. And Emily is writing, I love you, but stop saying you're going to kill me. Stop talking about your ex-girlfriends. Stop being aggressive. And she's trying to play to his ego.
Yeah.
Saying, like, you're so much hotter when you're not aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like this, but I like when you're not. Like, just trying to reason with him in this way that is, like, she's trying to be rational with an irrational person. And that
Yes.
is never going to work.
And we do have to teach our kids that when they tell you they're going to kill you, they might mean
Like,
it.
ladies and girls, we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard. We are worth it.
Well,
We're worth it.
That's only part of it. I do think that, like, it is the responsibility of parents to also teach.
Of course.
You know, like, they raise you to be a good, nice, loving person who
Of
gives people second
course.
chances, right? Like, it's not just the fault of women. It's parents have got to get involved here
Yeah.
and, like, teach the behavior that this is dangerous.
Yeah.
This and you have to teach your sons again when they have friends that behave like this. You've got to call it out.
You have to call it out. Like, I just remember, though, like, being in a relationship where I would say, I remember having, you know, like they say, like, shower thoughts. I've mentioned this where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just never going to be happy. And
Yes.
that's fine. Like, that's just my journey, I guess. Like, I won't, you know, I would romanticize all these things that were going on in the world, or like watching TV and being like, oh,
Yes.
I'll just never have that. Like, that's just not for me because I was told that I like don't deserve that or whatever. So I like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm speaking as a person who would say those horrible things back to myself. Like, we are fucking worth it.
Yes.
Like, we're worth it.
And also, he might actually kill you.
Yeah, because on April 30th, a week before Emily's murder, there's yet another voicemail where this fucking loser leaves a voicemail to a friend saying that he's going to kill Emily, and the
Yes.
friend did nothing.
I mean, we're going to talk about another friend later where he acts out how he wants to kill Emily. Like, they're not kidding. And even if they are kidding, it's like when we were growing up, we were trained that, like, if your friend jokes about bringing a gun to school, you have to go tell the principal,
Right.
whether you think they're joking or not.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. If somebody says that about their girlfriend, especially in this tone of voice, you got to tell somebody.
Back to Meet the Parents, you can't say bomb on an airplane. Bomb, bomb,
I
bomb,
don't
bomb,
think
bomb,
that's what I
bomb,
was
bomb,
just
bomb, bomb.
thinking.
Yeah.
You smelling my boxers, bro?
By Norm. But this friend did nothing. I can't imagine getting a voicemail like that and then just going, like, maybe the friend was anxious. I don't know. I'm assigning a lot to the friend right now. I have no idea. But, like, I don't know how you get a voicemail like that. I mean, it was only a week before her murder, so
Right.
I don't know what moves were made, but it's like, it's shocking. And he was being so clear about it for so long.
I was just going to say, this is not the first time he's told a friend that he was going to kill her. It might be the only recorded version of it we have, but he's been saying it for months.
And there are other recorded versions of him saying how furious he is at her and how much he hates her.
Yes.
Like, give me a break. So they found CCTV footage from the night he left that voicemail saying that he's going to kill Emily.
Yes.
And we see it. And Emily is trying to talk to him, but the boyfriend's being, like, super, super dismissive. This is like right out of the abuser playbook.
Yeah.
But then, and we don't see it, thank God.
That then escalated into actually assaulting her in front of friends in public.
And Turner comes up and grabs her head and smashes it into the table.
They don't show the footage of him attacking her, but we do see him throw the glass.
Everybody who's in this video is culpable here. If you are out with your friend and a man smashes her head, or anybody smashes her head into a table, you call the fucking cops.
I don't know, like, the bar didn't seem to do anything,
No.
or we're not told that the venue did anything.
We see her friends, like, gathering her up and getting her out of there, which is
They get the hell
absolutely
out of
the
there.
right thing to do. But you, like, he's telling you what he's going to do. And I'm not blaming the victim. I know he's the only person at fault here, but I'm just saying that, like, he's telling his friends he's going to kill her. He's showing everybody at this bar that he's going to kill her.
He's stalking her.
He's stalking her. He is physically abusing her. I don't know how the cops did not get called in that moment.
I don't know either. I don't know I don't know either. And like, as horrifying as it is, the silver lining is that it's like, not silver lining, but like this is very valuable to the case because it's confirming what Emily's friends and family were telling the police.
Yes.
And so the cops say, all right, we have those voicemails. We have the letter Emily wrote saying, please stop threatening to kill me. We have the CCTV footage of the assault. We have eyewitness accounts. Like it's like so clear that this is someone who was planning on hurting Emily. Like everything is falling into place. And so a week before she was murdered, we learned that Emily tried to break up with him. And again, as we know, this is the most dangerous time for someone in a very bad situation.
Exactly.
So it's May 5th and Emily is out with her friends and the boyfriend hears about it. And there's like a guy there, whether it doesn't matter if it's a date or not. Like it could have been her father and he would have gone off the deep end.
And we learned that this actually wasn't even true. She was home doing homework.
Right. But
you know?
like he hears about this somehow that like, oh, there's like some guy out. Again, it could have been her father. And
Right.
it would have elicited the same reaction.
Yeah.
But the boyfriend, quote, arms himself with a hammer and heads to the bar where Emily is. And I'm like, who is telling him where she is? Like, like why does he think she's there? And she's not there.
No.
But like he just goes.
He armed himself with a hammer. His intention was to go over and assault her at the bar. CCTV shows Elliot entering a club with what appears to be a lump hammer down the front of his trousers.
And they say that they can actually see the hammer down the front of his pants.
Like, he went there specifically to hurt her.
To beat her with a hammer.
That's why he went. He's not there for any other reason. He's there to harm and potentially kill Emily.
And also, like, what is so telling about this is that he was going to beat her with a hammer, maybe kill her in a public place. He's not planning to get away with this. All he wants to do is kill her.
And it shows you, like, how he's spiraling because he made up this whole scenario in his head. She's at home doing homework.
Yeah.
So he gets this, like, little bit of information and then has invented this, like, in his mind, the worst case scenario that, she's, like, out, she's a 17-year-old living her life. Oh.
Right. And it's also like, okay, you're going to beat her with a hammer and then you're going to go to prison. This is not about being with her.
And he's also just telling Emily's friends that he's planning on killing Emily.
According to the documentary, that night, he told Emily's friends that he did kill her. And then nobody calls the cops again.
Because he's like, oh, just kidding.
I don't get it. Like, am I wrong in thinking that her friends also failed her?
I mean, she might be begging them not to.
Yeah.
I mean, that would, for a great many reasons, she would be begging them not to.
I guess that's true.
I think, being 17, you just don't want to make it any worse. And I think you would assume that calling the cops would make it worse, or she just doesn't want it. Like, I can see her talking them out of it.
I just want somebody to go to a grown-up and let them know what's happening. I just want somebody to go to, like, an actual adult and say, like, hey, she's begging me not to call the cops, so I'm not, but you're my mom or my dad or my guardian. I'm going to tell you, and you with more life experience can decide what to happen.
Well, look, I think a lot of times the cops will say it's nothing until it's something.
Yeah.
Like, you know about this, and I will just say it very briefly with not a lot of details because I don't really feel like getting into it today. But I was in a situation where I told the cops, like, this really scary stuff is happening.
Yeah.
And they told me to my face that there was nothing they can do until and unless the person kills me. Right. Essentially. They were like, this is all cool. Like,
I saw you that day.
We'll start. Yeah, you saw me that day.
Yeah.
You heard phone calls that I had about it.
Yeah.
And like can vouch that this is the truth.
100%.
But I went because I've learned a lot doing this show, but part of it is like, well, if it happens, I need the paper trail so that, like, when Mike is trying to avenge my death or whatever.
You literally said that. You were like, well, I need to make the paper trail so that we can prove who did this.
Right. Or like if and when it happened or whatever. Like, I know enough to do that.
Yeah.
Right. So.
But even you are planning for your own death in that scenario.
They like told me as much. They were like, this is like, thanks, I guess, for bringing this. There's nothing we can do about it. Like, I was like, do you want to keep the death threat or no? And they were like, no, we're good. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
I know. And it's like, it's only later that Neil, the detective, found the CCTV footage of him entering the bar with the hammer. It's like, okay, but he went there with a fucking deadly weapon.
Yeah.
But even that, he didn't do anything with it.
Right.
You
so,
know?
like, I can understand, like, okay, so let's just say people called or, oh, there's a voicemail. Like, I wonder what the conversation would have been.
Yeah.
If it's like, well, but he hasn't, right?
Right.
Well, but it's like, okay, well, he came here with a hammer. I mean, it's a very different situation than mine, obviously.
But it's like he would have been, like, I mean, if somebody had called the cops and him smashing her head into the desk or the table, like, something would have happened to him that night.
It was clear enough, and thank you for not showing it.
Yes.
Filmmaker, but it was on the CCTV footage. Like, what did the people who worked at that venue do? It was obvious enough that, like, something happened and then a bunch of people left right away. And then just nothing was done. and
Yeah, but really,
whatever.
it's like, I don't know why this feels like we're experiencing it for the first time. We go through this all the time.
so frustrating.
It's so common, and it's like, how have we not figured this out yet?
Because it's so avoidable. So to see it again, it's just like,
Yeah.
I know how this, I've seen this film before.
Right.
I do not like the ending. I know what happens, but like, it doesn't have to happen this way. Perhaps, like, I would like, maybe I'm wrong though. Like, I would love to live in a world where I can say this was preventable, but I think if someone is so insecure, like this fucking loser, like most of them are,
Yeah.
they will find a way to do the horrible thing they want to do.
Yep, you're
You
right.
know?
Yes.
And that makes it worse. So, oh my God. So
We're not even halfway done, girl.
I know, seriously. So it's Friday, May 6th, 2011. Emily's out with her friends, and we have all the CCTV footage. So at 9 o'clock, they get to the bar.
And shortly after her arrival, Elliot, who clearly has been following her, also arrives. Both are seen together. We know from text messages between Elliot and his mother that Emily had disrespected him and had poured drink over him, and that he intended to harm her.
She poured a drink over him, and God fucking love her. Good for you, girl.
But like, what pushed her there?
Right. I mean, months and months and months. Like, she just tried to break up with him. He basically said, no, thank you.
Right.
You
And
know?
I will kill. He's been repeatedly threatening to kill her to her face.
And here's the hammer.
She had to write him a nice letter begging him to please stop.
Oh, my God.
And say, you're so much hotter when you don't do this.
You know, I kept thinking about the parallels to the Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito thing, because it's the same thing. Like, these, like, they look unassuming, they look sweet, but, like, they're so volatile.
Yeah. This is what this piece of shit texts his mommy. I'm going to read this verbatim because we see the screenshot.
For context, this is the night that he kills her.
Yes. Quote, I could fucking break Emily's neck and beat the fuck out of her. I'm going nuts. The only reason I didn't flip is because my best pal was with me. This tells me everything I need to know about his fucked up relationship with his mother.
Yes.
She knows what kind of person her son is. She supports it. She encourages it. How on earth do you get to a point where you text that to your mom?
Where you're literally admitting that you're about to kill your girlfriend to your mother.
And this is her response.
Yeah.
Don't do anything that is inappropriate, Elliot. You are so young and you have so much life ahead of you. Love, Mom. I'm going to bed now. XX.
I mean,
Kisses.
I think he's saying to her, will you help me get away with this? You know what I mean? I'm going to do this. Will you help me get away with
like
this?
That thing I've been suppressing is about to happen.
Yeah. Now, it is.
My jaw was on the ground.
Well, and because like we never really get his backstory, but you know that he's done really horrible shit before in his life that his mother has seen. You know, she knows who he is.
100%.
She knows this is coming. Emily's not his first girlfriend. She's not the first girl he's abused.
That's 16. When he was 16 years old, he got that warning for harassment or whatever.
Yeah, and the level of denial is just unbelievable. And the mother is absolutely complicit in this. If any person I knew sent me a text message like that, I would be on the phone with I would be doing I'd be calling Emily being like, you in danger, girl, get out of there.
100%.
Like, he's telling her what he's going to do.
And he's at the point where he's like comfortable texting his mother that.
He knows that she will help him get away with it if he just can't help himself.
And I just want to slow down on, first of all, she calls it inappropriate.
Yes.
That's not what any of this is. This is like psychotic and violent.
Yeah.
You are so young. You have so much life ahead. Basically saying like, well, you don't want to kill her and go to prison. Not like we don't kill human beings.
Right. Yes.
You're violent. You need help. You should not be near her. I need you home now. Like not trying to stop that or correct that behavior.
Her life has no value. Don't worry about her.
Not at
we
all.
just can't have you going.
Because she'll never be enough for her sweet boy. Never, ever. No woman will ever be good enough for her little baby boy.
Oh my God.
There's no way. This two text exchange, I know I'm like just speculating wildly. I'm wrong a lot.
No, you're not.
I'm right about this.
I'm wrong a lot is something people who are right a lot say to not, like, you're not wrong a lot.
You know what? Sometimes I'm just early. I'll say that. If you know, you know. Sometimes I'm just a little early. I'm not alone in this.
Hey, guess who knows?
There are other people out there like me.
Guess who knows?
Who?
This guy.
Sometimes we're just early.
Yeah.
That's all. We're not wrong. But no, I am wrong a lot. Look at this text exchange and tell me that she hasn't been supporting his vile behavior his entire life. He can do no wrong.
And it's crazy because it's like...
That's his girlfriend.
Well, and also, just to see it from the mother's point of view for just a second, if he kills her, he's going to jail for the rest of his life and you're never going to see him again. If you are so obsessed with your kid and you can't live without him, how about you just save her life to save his life?
Don't do anything inappropriate.
Oh my God.
Wild. So Emily leaves the bar. The boyfriend chases her wherever she goes. She goes to a friend's house. He shows up at the friend's house.
Yes.
Like, leave her alone.
Yeah.
So witnesses say that the boyfriend finally catches up to Emily, convinces her to leave with him. And they're seen fighting outside of the boyfriend's house.
But somehow, all I can imagine is that Emily thinks it's safer to go with him than it is to not go with him.
Because I think it's not just safer, it's just fucking easier.
Yeah, and he's not
God.
actually going to kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
and we're at his
whoever-
house
Right.
with his parents.
Exactly.
With his mommy.
Yes.
So, speaking of the fucking mother, the cops spoke to the mother. She's been lying to them from the beginning. Because according to the mother, the relationship's amazing. No issues whatsoever. She has zero concerns. Everything is perfect. This is definitely not the first time her son has texted her that Emily is ruining his fucking life or whatever.
Or that I'm going to kill her. I could break her fucking neck.
She's also changing her story because at first she said that she saw both Emily and her precious son in the kitchen at 5 a.m. getting some water. But later she says she only saw her precious son at 5 a.m. getting water. She didn't see Emily.
Yes.
And the mother called her husband, the father, before calling the cops.
Now, this is kind of a revelation. So remember, that 911 call that we heard in the beginning that we couldn't believe, that was the killer's mother calling 999.
Planting the seed about the necklace.
Yes. And what we learn now, and we get this from like cell phone data, this is actually science that was like put together pretty well. They hear the dad in the house in the background of the 999 call.
What we're learning is that essentially Emily has died.
Yes.
Been killed.
This is the morning of.
So when she made that 911 call, she called the father first.
Right.
He works an hour away.
Yes.
Which meant he would have had to have travelled several miles to his home address before the phone call was then made to the emergency services, suggesting that there potentially was a delay of between 1 and 2 hours from the time that she knew that Emily was deceased.
So the cops are like, well, there was a delay of like 1 to 2 hours in between the mother discovering Emily and calling emergency services.
And the only reason...
What a piece of shit.
The only reason that would be for that would be so that they could come up with this... They need the dad to be in the house so they can come up with a story to explain away this death and how it wasn't the son's fault.
Exactly right. And the cops are like, all right, we have a pretty good case. We have the voicemails from the boyfriend. We have the letter that Emily wrote begging her boyfriend to stop threatening to kill her. We have all the texts. We have eyewitness accounts. We have CCTV footage of several alarming events.
Yes.
And the proven lies from the boyfriend and his parents. The one thing they don't have is a cause of death.
Right.
Because the autopsy comes back and it's inconclusive and there's not enough evidence to say she was strangled to death.
And then the pathologist goes on to say, and not only that, though it is rare, death in young people does happen through natural causes.
I didn't think it could get any worse than everyone over 18 years old is allowed to go missing, but here we are.
I know.
Healthy 17-year-olds die in their sleep every once in a while.
It just happens sometimes, and that's probably...
I'm sure it happens, but can we be honest about this here?
Especially with the mountain of evidence that you just so eloquently detailed for us.
Like,
you know what I mean? That guy brought a fucking hammer to the bar the time just before he smashed her head into a table.
Right. So the cops were like, fuck, we have to figure out how he killed Emily.
Yes.
So they go back to the crime scene. It turns out
the parents had been allowed to visit the scene that Sunday morning. Mr. Turner stated he wanted to recover some medicine, and they were allowed into the crime scene. And once they'd left the crime scene, the exhibit had disappeared.
they lied and said, oh, we need to get some medicine. But this was all about stealing that jacket.
Yes.
And I'm like, no one was watching them. No one was on top of them. No one was like seeing, like, show me the medicine you need.
You know why? It's England. They're like, no one's going to steal anything from the crime scene. They're too nice.
No.
No, you don't think so? I know.
Like, you guys.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's almost as though the cops couldn't believe that the parents would do something like that. You know what I mean?
Believe it, everyone. Let this be a lesson to all of us. Believe it.
It's the Karen Reed thing all over again. The cops just do your jobs. I know that, like, I know you're friends with the people in the house. You still got to go in there and separate them and get their stories separately.
And, like, maybe for all we know, like, there was medicine in the pocket. So they were just using that as an excuse. And then it's like, here's my asthma or whatever it is. Like, I don't know.
How about when we secure a crime scene, we just keep it secure?
We secure it.
Or also, just a thought. If you're going to let people back into the crime scene, maybe you go with them.
I just watch every move they make.
That's another option. You sure, you can come in and get your medicine. I will be your shadow until you leave this house again.
Right. So they were spoken to after the fact. They denied they took the jacket. They lied again, and then they ghosted the cops. They stopped all contact with the police. So they're like, oh my God, what was in that jacket? Like, why did they want it so badly? Like, we got to get to the bottom of this jacket. So Dave O'Grady's here. He's the lead interviewing officer. He's using all the good cop tactics on the killer, right? Like trying to find things in common, like trying to establish a rapport. They got nothing.
I don't think that would work with me either in defense of the killer. Like, the killer, they say is...
Well, you know he's doing a bit. You know he's doing a good cop bit. Like, oh, where's bad cop?
Yeah. Well, they're saying that, like, the killer is laughing at their questions. Like, this is the thing. This kid is not trying to get away with it. He just doesn't think that he thinks he's above being prosecuted because he's not pretending to be sad that Emily is dead.
Nope.
He's not going along in a way that you would go along if you didn't fucking do this.
Well, he's like smirking.
Yes.
He's being sarcastic. He has no concern for Emily or her family, like no sympathy at all.
He's basically saying to these cops, I've been raised to believe that I can get away with murder and now I'm going to do it.
That's exactly right.
You know?
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happened. So they don't have enough to keep him or charge him, so he's released on bail. It's 11 days since Emily's death. They need to figure out how Emily died, so they decide to bug the killer's house. Now, they don't tell us any details about how they get in and start recording. We just know that it happened.
You know, I didn't even think about that because, first of all, I was absolutely shocked that this is allowed. I was thrilled because they're like, we need to hear the conversation so that we can hear them talking about how they did this and covered it up.
They know they've caught them in lies. That weird thing with the jacket. Like, this kid's an asshole. Like, we got to figure out. They're like, we just want to hear the conversations between him and his awful parents. And so the letter C is here for covert operative. He's in shadow. And I'm like, let's effing go.
Here's my thing. I want to bring back the derpy music from like years 1 and 2 of TCO for like the 5-minute sequence we should have got about how they got in and they bugged like the ceiling fan, but the dad came home. It was a caper.
I kind of love that we don't know.
Oh, I didn't even think about what that. I would never be the guy given the thing to go put the bug in the house. I would be I'd be breaking all the china. Yeah. I would be slipping on the floor. There'd be a banana peel. The dog would be barking.
There is a great scene in The Sopranos that shows how the FBI bugs Tony's house.
Really?
And it's in a lamp that's in the basement because he always would go down to the basement because he thinks it's like more secure to talk business. They bug this like little lamp, this dusty lamp, but they recreate it. They like get a picture of the lamp, but they pretend that they're like the phone guys or something to be let in. And they're
so
really
like they were home. See, maybe
they weren't home. They have what they call it, Baby Bing is on the move or whatever. So they're like casing the house, make sure they leave. Like I think like their cleaning lady was there. Let them in. It was just like, oh, we're doing like routine work, but they're like dressed in the outfits. But they recreate, you like see them painting the dust on the lamp that hasn't moved in forever. And then Meadow takes it to college.
Oh my God, really?
So she like ruins the whole thing.
I mean, you gotta be good at everything if you're gonna be in the FBI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
You gotta be good at the smart techie stuff, but you gotta be also cool as a cucumber to go in and bug a fucking house.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that. Where was the bug, I wonder? And
I don't know.
because
we hear them clear as day.
Well, I was gonna say we get all of the good conversation, and that's a big house. How did they bug every room?
I don't know. But letter C is here listening to the audio, and I'm like, talk to me, Harry Winston, tell me all about it.
I know.
Let's go.
Because one more thing. In my brain, the bug is one of those 1980s tape recorders where you've got to press play and record at the same time.
Like in Dick Tracy?
Totally.
Above the big boys thing.
Yeah, and it's just like under the cushion of like the chair. It's like, Patrick, you can't put that there. He's going to feel it.
He's going to feel it. We hear everything.
So on the evening 18th of May, we heard Mr. Turner, Elliot's father, talking about the destruction of vital evidence in relation to the case.
Every second of my day is burning. But I know something that they don't know. It's burning me. It's eating me up.
We destroyed vital evidence. We've perverted the course of justice. That was a confession. And I'm like,
I know.
That's what was in the jacket.
Yes.
That's what they wanted.
It is also as though it was written for a TV movie. He says exactly what they did. I shouldn't have burned that letter.
Hearing them talk about it is insane. And this is just the beginning. So, like, just to be clear, there was a confession letter that was in the jacket. The family lied, got into the crime scene, stole the jacket from the crime scene, got the letter, and then destroyed it.
Now, but also, that means that the killer wrote a confession letter. And I'm like, wait, does he have a conscience all of a sudden?
What was the plan here?
Well, because the dad is saying it was hearing these two fight is my favorite thing.
Fuck her.
The dad is saying it was a confession letter. The dad is having a crisis of conscience that he burned it with bleach and whatever. And he's like, it was a confession. And the mom's like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He said it was an accident. He didn't know how it happened. And then you hear the dad say he strangled her.
He fucking strangled her is what he says. He says the letter that he destroyed with bleach said that the son killed him but didn't mean to do it. And the mom's like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't say that. And he goes, stop denying it. She goes, no, I am denying it because he didn't. And he goes, all right, what did it say then?
Right.
What did it say? And she goes, it says it's self-defense. He doesn't know what it is. And the dad says he fucking strangled her.
I mean, it's as though it was scripted for them.
And then, even worse, this mother should be rotting in hell.
Yes.
He says, the killer says, I've just flipped. I grabbed her. I fucking grabbed her as hard as I could. And I went fucking hell, grabbed her like that, pushed her like that. He's showing his parents what he's doing.
Yeah.
That girl is, by me meeting that girl has ruined my life.
Yeah,
She has ruined my life.
She did ruin your life.
She did ruin your life. I'm sorry. First of all,
I know.
First of all, like, this mother is fucking crazy and has been supporting his murderous ass his whole life.
You created this murderer, you horrible woman.
She's 7. Emily was 17. You're 19. Nothing was ruined until your psychopathic son killed Emily. They're kids.
The idea.
What are you saying?
The mother is literally saying she ruined your life.
She had it coming.
She ruined your life by making you kill her.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
She ruined your life by making you kill her.
And she was ruining it by making you angry enough that you had to kill her. Because no one's ever going to be good enough for my little baby boy. So, also, you saw it coming. You knew he was going to kill her. You supported it. With your actions and words, you supported his behavior and his actions. She has blood on her hands.
Enabled it. Like, that's the definition of enabling behavior.
That's the word I was looking for.
You're welcome. I get to say one smart thing today.
Oh my gosh. I'm wrong all the time.
No, you are not.
He's also Googling shit, just incriminating himself even more.
But also telling them what he's Googling. It's the weirdest thing.
He goes, I came back yesterday. I was just browsing on the computer. I typed in death by strangulation, death by suffocation, manslaughter trial, how to get off innocent. I also typed in fucking Google how to get away with serious crimes.
No. Okay. I don't understand, as the parents of this kid, how you're not, like, I guess the plan is to tell the son, you shouldn't have killed that girl, but we're going to help you get away with it.
Right.
That's what they've decided. They've decided that no matter what, they're keeping their kid out of jail.
The dad has hated all of this from the beginning.
The dad hates these two.
Because he goes, the truth will come out, Elliot. And Elliot goes, well, what truth? The fact that I said I was going to kill her. And he's like, do you know, I incriminated myself. He goes, I sent text messages that I was going to kill her. I went into a club with a weapon. That's the truth. It's going to come out. It's going to fuck me when I go to court. I'm going to be fucked.
The results that we got back from the covert product were far beyond what we expected.
Not only did it point to Elliot's responsibility for Emily's death, but it also painted a picture of the dynamics within the household.
The cops are sitting there going, oh my God. What, they're saying everything
Jimmy,
so
Jimmy,
formally.
get up there, headphones. You got to come over and hear this.
So formally. They're laying it all out.
Now, my question is, like, we don't see this that much. The only time we've seen bugged houses is with mafia shit.
And Dick Tracy.
So what is that, like the Rico stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, we don't see this in murder cases. But if this happens all the time in the UK, you would assume that they would know that this is a thing that could happen and they would just get a hotel.
It's bizarre how they're talking about it.
I feel like the dad is like, speak into the lamp and tell them exactly
probably,
what
right?
you did.
Because the way, like, you almost can't believe
I know.
how clear and how specific. Like, it's crazy. I was like, is that the other twist that the dad was in on
Just
it?
get rid of these two.
Like,
get them out of my life.
Did the dad put the bug in there? Like, was he working with the cops? Because it's so weird.
It is, and I was like, do you think they are also having this conversation about getting away with murder like it's normal?
Like, her name is Emily Longley. She was a fucking person. Your son murdered her in cold blood because he's an insecure fucking loser that you raised, you stupid bitch. So, like...
It's just, you never talk about women like that, so it's just wild.
She deserves it.
I know she does. She absolutely does.
Like, you knew exactly who he was and you supported it. You encouraged it.
You created it.
And it's like, I just don't understand. And it's like, she's a real person. Again, her name is Emily Longley. Like, I don't understand how you can be so callous about it.
I know.
And not be horrified at your son, who's mad at you now. You might be next.
We were, no joke. But we were talking
about this. You should have fucking killed his mom, too. I hate her. I hate her.
I know. She's awful. But, like, the fact that he feels so comfortable with his parents to give the list of the Google search of, like, how do I get away with murder?
He's been running that house since before he was born.
Totally.
The minute they have a precious son, oh my God. The minute they found out it was a boy, he's been running that entire house.
I know.
So July 19th, they're all arrested. The parents are arrested for perverting the course of justice, obstruction of justice. Yeah. The killer is arrested for the same thing, plus the murder of Emily Longley.
Yeah, I put perverting the course of justice in pink.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it needs to be in pink. Perverting the course of justice.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Could not be clearer.
No.
So Simon, the prosecutor, is like...
This was a shocking case of domestic violence. It didn't matter that they were young and the relationship was quite short. I began to build the case with the police and start the preparations ultimately for the trial.
Didn't matter that they're young. It didn't matter that they were only dating for a few months. I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
So he's going to use everything in the trial. The text, the witness statements, the CCTV footage, the voicemails, the letter Emily wrote asking him to please stop being aggressive, please stop threatening to kill me, the covert product, a.k.a. the audio from when they bugged the house. It goes together. It's a compelling picture.
Can you imagine the day they realized the house was bugged? Like,
it's beautiful.
I mean, wouldn't you give $1 million to have been a fly
gorgeous.
It is.
It's scrumptious.
Because they're like, well, you'll never be able to prove it. It's not like you have recordings of us saying it exactly how we did it.
They must have not even believed what they were hearing.
I know. And what a great day to know that today's the day we're going to play this for that son of a bitch.
With everything, like all the voicemail, like his own voice, his text to his mother. And they're like, even on top of that, they're like, well, we need to find out exactly how he killed her. Like, they need that for the jury. So this Professor Jason guy, he's a forensic physician. He basically comes in and he's like...
He does not appreciate you not knowing his last name.
I have it. Jason Payne James.
I'm just saying, I don't care.
James
I love that you didn't... that was exactly what I was thinking.
Reference.
But I was just like, this man, he will correct you and make you call him
doctor. He feels like a regional theater director, like a community theater director. Jason Payne James. It's a very... He wears a scarf.
How many poodles does he have?
4.
What's his favorite drink?
A Mai Tai. No, a mudslide. Mudslides all time a day.
And his cast parties are the best.
Well, he's the one where it's like, oh, you brought red, we're eating fish. And it's like, we can drink whatever we want.
Jason Payne James.
But no, we like him because he basically says, yes, she absolutely could have been strangled. You don't need bruises to prove that. Like, he's the expert that they need.
You know what I was thinking? And like, this is speculating on Emily's death, and I don't mean this to be like ghoulish in any way, but my thought was that like suffocating her with a pillow wouldn't have left any marks. That's what I thought happened here.
Well, yeah, I mean, that could have been exactly what happened, and that mark on her neck was from the violent fight they had.
Yes, because James Payne James, I loved his production of Cabaret last year, by the way. It was so good.
It's April 2012. The trial finally starts, and for the first time, the family has to hear the awful details of like just how abusive this guy was, like to their daughter, to their sister, to their friend.
Yeah, and like the dad is genuinely shocked that people knew what was going on and nobody said anything. And that is as a parent, as a friend, whatever, that would be my main takeaway too. Sorry, he threatened to kill her how many times?
Many.
He smashed her head into a fucking table.
And he told his mommy he was going to do it.
And he, like hours before he did it.
Like, he told everyone.
Yes.
It was not a secret.
No.
And like, as all of this is coming out, the killer's just being a total nightmare in the courtroom. Like, he's bored, he's over it, no remorse. Like, this is a waste of time. He's annoyed by the whole thing.
And just to add to the list of people who knew, there's a friend who testifies who's like, oh yeah, the day before he killed her.
They had gone for a walk into a wooded area near Turner's home address.
And they had discussed how he was going to do it, whether he was going to set fire to her or I think he was going to drown her. And they practiced this chokehold.
They had conversations about like all the options of how he could possibly horribly murder Emily Longley.
And the friend who had the chokehold practice on him wants the Nobel Peace Prize for being here to testify.
Like, he was almost killed during the practice murder.
Yes.
And he's scared for his life. And like, again, I know like the murder happened the next day. I don't know how much time there was, but like when someone like practices murder on you, you gotta make a move.
You gotta make a move.
Those are the rules. I don't make them, but that's
I agree.
it.
And I wonder, maybe he called the fucking murderer's piece of shit parents and they didn't do anything about it.
I mean, that's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Like this guy, this asshole has parents who are going to protect him. So even if like you tell your mom and then my mom calls your mom and like you're this mom, like nothing's going to happen.
I know. I mean, you're right. When a person like this makes a decision that he's going to ruin somebody's life, he's going to do that until he's done.
And maybe you would think as a parent, I don't know, but maybe you would think like, well, to get him the help he needs, I'll tell his parents. I won't call the cops and ruin his life if he's like a 19-year-old kid. Maybe he just needs help. You hope, right, that the parents are going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the parents, I'm sure the parents, but he had that warning at 16. Right. So like this has been brewing for quite some time.
And he literally told his mother he was going to kill her like hours before he did.
At one point.
And she went to bed.
Like, good night, love you.
She had to get to sleep.
Don't do anything inappropriate, she said.
Yeah.
At one point, the lawyer goes, you don't seem that upset that your girlfriend is dead. The killer responds, it's been like a year.
Oh my God.
The gasp, everyone in the courtroom gasped. So the prosecution proves this is not self-defense, which is a ridiculous notion to begin with.
Yes.
Because it was a chokehold, which is not a defensive move.
Right.
Like, just definitively.
No.
And Emily's DNA was on the killer's shirt sleeve, her saliva, which means that his arm was around her neck.
Yes.
Give me a fucking break.
Right.
And then, of course, the audio from the killer and his parents.
Being like, I killed her,
worth.
and then I Googled how to get away with murder.
Like, here's how I did it. And then he's yelling at his mom for like her fuck ups and all like God.
Yeah.
So speaking of the parents, now the mother, mommy, is trying to paint her precious son as a victim. But they play the 999 call where she pretends that Emily was strangled by her necklace.
It really exposed her as somebody who knew what her son had done, but simply was prepared to go through a charade of a 999 call, letting the authorities think that this was an unexplained death when she knew plainly it wasn't.
Like, she's ready, willing, and able to lie for her son, who is a murderer, who she totally knew what he was capable of.
And then we see a reporter chasing her down the street. I love that guy.
I hope he got her.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, this is your opportunity to explain why you were helping your son get away with murder.
Now the entire world knows what you did.
Yes.
And what you allowed to have happen.
And
I know
those
he
two
would have
loudmouths
killed
are going
her.
to talk to you. They're going to talk about you on a podcast
Like,
over there.
yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
I hope you're listening, you dumb bitch. You fucking waste of space and life. You and your son. He's in a pod.
Listening to you, it's
Apple does not fall far.
A wild new side of you.
Like, what an asshole.
I know.
And like I know the killer would have done this anyway, but like you could have maybe helped him. You could have taught him to like deal with his crazy, insane insecurity in a different way. Like you knew, he told you many times what he was going to do.
Let me just say this. We are dealing with a family who has a son who's going to be a real, I've got my eye on this kid and I'm like, he's going to be one of the people that we cover someday. And watching the parents willfully ignore it.
Yeah.
It is the most unconscionable thing I have ever seen. And he's got all of the symptoms.
I know it must be hard to admit that this is what you're dealing with as a parent. I'm sure I don't wish it on anyone, but I don't.
I don't wish it on most people.
It's a horrible life to live. I'm sure it's a completely destabilizing, devastating, horrible thing, but like, that's the gig.
That's the gig.
That you're a parent, you got to do the right thing.
Oh,
that's it.
To me,
That's
it's so black and white.
I know
All
it
of
sucks, but you
people
got to
that
do
I
it.
know that are also dealing with this family, watching it happen, it's terrifying to watch.
You got to do it.
Yeah,
it sucks.
you got to do it.
I'm not taking away how much it sucks, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
So May 21st, 2012, the killer is guilty of murder. The parents are guilty of perverting the course of justice. And I'm like, thank God, because you really never know.
Yes.
Like we've learned enough that we never know.
Yeah.
So he gets life in prison with a minimum of 16 years.
Not enough time.
No, this has been like 13 years, I think. So I'm sure he'll try to appeal, but I think he's in forever.
I hope so. I mean, I know that the sentences are lighter over there, but my God, throw away the fucking key.
I mean, he was only 19. He's more than capable of having this happen again.
And
he's a
it's not
danger
like-
to society, for sure.
He's not going to be rehabilitated in there. He's going to come out and be worse.
He's going to be worse. The killer's parents get 27 months. And like Emily's family has to live with this forever, knowing that these parents, harbored a fugitive or whatever, like help their son get away with murder. And they're just like, they do their best. They're preserving her memory. But they're saying like, at least they know that everyone involved was found guilty in some way, like on the record. Hannah has a very cute dog to help her through this time.
She does. And she's also got two little half brothers. She said that her stepmother, so the dad gets remarried. They have two more kids. And Hannah says that her two younger brothers are like the twins of her and Emily.
Yeah.
Which I just thought was so amazing. And like the wonder on Hannah's face when she's explaining that, like she can't believe how much they're just like the two of them. It's kind of really beautiful.
Yeah. And it ends with like all these warnings.
We know that it's incredibly difficult for anybody to report this. We understand that, but the message always is that there is support and to encourage the reporting of domestic violence and to know that you have the support of the authorities and ultimately you have the support of a prosecution.
Like, that's great. But also, like, when you almost die during a practice murder, can you please tell someone? Because that can also save a life.
And truly, like, okay, just to run down the things. When you almost die in a practice murder, please tell somebody. When you're a parent, you got to raise your boys to not fucking be like this, but to also recognize when their male friends are dangerous and need to be reported on.
Yeah.
And then, like, thirdly, like, can we all take care of each other, please?
Yeah. Can we all get a fucking grip?
Yeah. Thank you.
Like,
well said.
Just do the thing. I know it's hard sometimes. I know, I get it. We're all tired, but just do it. Like, maybe you can save a life. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be a nice thing to do?
That'd be a great thing.
Please.
Oh my God, girl, we did Manhunt.
Manhunt, the murder of Emily Longley.
Oh my God, we're supposed to tell them about the Patreon.
Patreon and YouTube.
Yeah, Patreon is awesome. We just did Amy Bradley. We're doing, oh my God, the one that we just did, Mr. and Mrs. Murder, that we're about to do.
Yeah.
That case is really, really wild. That documentary, just like you said, is so well done.
It's really crazy. Twists and turns if you don't know the case. Twists
True.
and turns.
I did know the case, and I didn't see the twists and turns
Twists
coming.
and turns and a whole lot of patience. We'll get into it.
But some great women.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. And the YouTube, go subscribe. subscribe, 70,000 followers and counting. It is so exciting to see us being reborn on YouTube.
Was there just an earthquake? Did
No,
you
that
feel
was me. That was me.
We get earthquakes now sometimes in New York.
I missed it. I was outside when that earthquake happened and I didn't even feel it.
I thought we had another earthquake. Okay, anyway.
Maybe we
yes,
did.
where were we? YouTube? Yes, go find us and if you're into that kind of thing.
True Crime Obsessed podcast. We are super fun to watch. What are we doing next, girl?
Oh my God. Ruby red-handed stealing America's most famous pair of shoes. It's about the Judy Garland slippers.
It's going to be pretty gay.
It's very gay. I had a lot of issues with the documentary.
You did?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about Judy Garland and The Wizard of Oz. Like, I'm happy to have some light fare.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we'll get into it. Ruby red-handed. It's on Hulu.
My friend Nicholas is Liza Minnelli's godson, so
Jesus Christ.
I know. I get lots of Liza
What?
Minnelli impressions a lot. It's
What?
It's really great. Yeah.
What's that like?
Wild. It's wild, and I get great stories.
Are they in touch a lot?
Yes.
Like now?
Uh-huh.
Like today?
Yeah, well, maybe not today, but yes, they are in touch all the time.
Does he see her a lot?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's her godson.
That's crazy.
It's really wild. So maybe I'll ask for a Judy or Liza story.
Okay.
And I'll share it with you next week.
Okay, great.
All right, fam. Stay tuned for the trailer for that. We love you.
Okay, we love you.
All right, bye.
Bye. And tell on someone if they have to. Don't be a rat, but if you can save a life, you should do it.
And be a good parent if you
you're
could.
like a
also,
practice
please.
murder.
Thank you so much.
Practice murder? Like what?
Don't even.
Just
I know.
tell.
Okay, bye. Are we done now?
Yes.
Okay, bye.